Mercy, but how are you? I subscribed to. Oh, that's good. Sunday, you did. Okay, guys, we have 134. Is like I would need to start because we don't have enough time. So, again, good evening, everyone. My name is Dr. Lotanna Okoye, and I'm glad to have you here tonight on this very special session. Um, for me, I believe that life is a decision. If you have a note, probably you need to write a few things down. I believe that everything about life is a decision. It is input, process, output, outcome. Input, process, output, outcome. Yeah, we have 141, but I don't have enough time, so I need to move on. Input, process, output, outcome. When you input something, you're going to process it, you're going to have the result, and there's going to be a reaction. There's an outcome of every decision and action you take. So when you refuse to decide, is a decision on its own. When you decide on a project and begin to go on it, it's a decision on its own. So many years ago, I said to myself, I will be outstanding from the peers of my friends. Whosoever is at my class, you are not my focus. There's something I say anytime I want to start a teaching. I'll say, when my mates are sleeping, I will be awake. When they are sitting, I'll be standing. When they are standing, I will be outstanding. When they choose to be outstanding, I'll become a standard. So all my years, one of my driving force is to always be ahead. I have no competition among my peers. That's not my focus. And when you put your focus right, not because you have anything, it's just because you have an assignment, there's a place you're going to, you have to get there. And if you're going to get there, there are certain decisions and action you will need to take. It's going to cost you something. It's going to make you do something others are not doing. One of the skills you need to learn, even tonight, you must start tonight, is to learn how to be awake in the night. When sleeping men are sleeping, that is when men that make money, sleeping men are sleeping, but somebody is awake, planning for them to spend their money by the time they wake up. And by the time you wake up, you are now paying the man. You go to his shop to buy things. You go to his shopping plaza to buy things. The guy is sleeping, so he's making money while sleeping. So greatness is a decision. Whatever it is you want to become, it's a decision. And most times I do not fight people that have refused to decide. At any time they decide, that's still okay if it's not late. So, as an introduction, my name is Dr. Okoye. I'm a speaker, I'm a trainer, I'm a project facilitator. When I see good things, I facilitate it. I've lived the past 19 years, handling the microphone. I virtually speak every day. And my vision in life is to help as many people to fulfill purpose. So many of the things we are doing is solely to help. And I do that at across level, whether it's for young people, teenagers, professionals, and all of that. Now, one of the things I found out in life is that people really are not serious about their life. I'm telling you the open truth. I have found out in this life that a lot of people are not serious with their life. So you've heard that opportunity come but once. That's not true. Opportunity comes every day, every day. So on the group, we have close to 1,000. On this broadcast, you're having 158 or 156. And if you ask somebody, he's going to give you enough excuses why he's not on the broadcast. But you know what? Tomorrow he calls you, talk to him personally. No, 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 no. We don't work like that. We stick to the word. So I'm a trainer. So if I just saying a few achievements, I work with MESAP Global. MESAP Global is into, our focus is on caregivers and nurses, helping them get abroad. So that is, I'm the country director of MEDSAL. I'm the executive director of Trek International. Trek International is an NGO that focuses on teenagers, helping teenagers become all God has called them to be. I'm also the DG of the Professional Public Speaking and Leadership Academy. So, um, in all this capacity, every one of them is to help people become, and that's our focus. And that is why I'm involved in this. So, when I see something that is good, I'll talk to you about it. So, you can check us out. MedServe is online, PPSLA, Professional Public Speaking and Leadership Academy. For some of you that want to grow your public speaking skill, beyond this, we need to connect again, especially for those in Abuja. If you're in Abuja, then you have a date with us on the 16th of December, right? If you are in Abuja and you truly want to learn public speaking skills, you join us in that meeting. But that's on a different note. What is the purpose of this meeting? Very simply, the purpose of this meeting is that we want as many that are serious, desirous, determined to take their career to the next level, want to help you get there, right? We want to be sure that that dream you have, that better life you're looking for, we want to guide you to get into that very point. And when you get there, you don't forget us. Most times people ask me, you don't even think about the benefit you get later. I tell them I don't do anything really thinking about later benefits. If anybody remembers, fine. If the person does not remember, I don't have a problem. I'm just doing what I can do. Okay? So the purpose is to help you fulfill your dreams of having a better career abroad, living abroad. You can see what Nigeria looks like now. Under MESAF Global, now listen to me very clearly. Under MESAF Global, for a nurse to leave Nigeria and get to the US at the cheapest rate of what we are doing, about $4,500, right? And for a caregiver, it's about $8,000. That is outside your caregiver's cost at about 100, 150, and many other trainings you have to go through. So what we're about to bring to you now is actually on a platter of gold. Now, what we seek to do is really to help you and get you into where you need to be. I also want to let you know that in life, like I said, is a decision. Why do people really fail in life? Why do people really fail in life? And why do people succeed? Because sometimes when we see people that are succeeding, we say, those guys, this one, that one, hey, calm down. Anybody succeeding in life is succeeding for a reason. That reason is a decision and action. Don't forget this. If you find a person succeeding, there are things he's doing you are not doing. There are things he knows that you don't, not really that you don't know, you may not be doing it. So your decision to act, your decision to respond, that is why I said that life is about decision, action, repercussion, and reward. Whatever you do has a repercussion, either positive or negative. Whatever you do has a reward, either positive or negative. When you don't also act, it has a positive or negative. So when you get information, you are supposed to assimilate it, understand it, and then act with it. That's what we call wisdom. Wisdom is wise application. So I'm trying to get you prepared because my friend is here and he's going to be speaking to us on this opportunity. He's going to introduce himself and where he's talking to us from. You can see the guy is wearing plenty clothes. Not like me, I'm just wearing a normal clothes here. Okay. So it's important you know this. Why people fail is because of the decision they've taken. Why people, really win in life, the decision they've taken, the resilience action, the never go down action, the never stop action. I want to tell you the truth. When you frame your mind in a particular way that you're going to succeed, you know what? The universe starts responding to you. Many of you now, you have been saying it, you want to travel, you want to travel. It's not about saying it. It's about doing what needs to get you to travel. How prepared are you? Before this session, I was discussing with people that need COS to travel. And we're just talking. And when I'm done with this, I'm reversed back to that meeting. And I tell some of them, this is an opportunity now, but you are not ready. IELTS, you don't have. NARIC, UK NARIC, you don't have. All of those things, no preparation. One has all his money, but he doesn't have the papers. So we must always learn that opportunity comes always. It doesn't come but once. It is the eye to see opportunity that really matters. Have you trained your eye to notice opportunity? Have you trained yourself to say, oh, this is one, let me go through the process and get it done? So it's part of the reason why people fail, and the resilience to follow through is part of the reason why people also succeed. Again, is the factor of fear. Fear is, oh, I don't know. If I do it now, this. What if you do it and succeed? What if it works out? So when I'm going for a project, when I'm going to submit a proposal or training or whatever, I don't have double mind. I don't care who is there before me. I just go and make it happen. And when the universe and the supreme being, who is God, sees that you are serious, then he goes with you. Okay? So what must you do after you've listened to this information tonight? What you must do is you must take it serious. Meet up with the timelines. Meet up with the different advices. Meet up with the things you need to do. You're going to listen. Meet up with that. And when you're able to meet up with it, you see you're going to succeed. So my own focus tonight is to guide you, to make sure you have action. Information plus action produces results. Produces results. So most times when we are awake working on proposals, we are working on something that somebody sent us as an information, and then we work on it as the action, and then go and tender it, and the money comes. So I'm just sharing with you the things we do. Life is not complicated. Men make it complicated. So take note of that. What must you do? You must act. Okay? So at this point, I'd like our guest for tonight to introduce himself to us and then take it up from there. Would like to get his story, would like to hear his story. He's somebody I've known from school days, if I'm very correct. I think from the secondary school, probably. I've had NGOs from secondary to university. I read in the University of Nigeria, but I finished up in a place called Osaka High School, right? But I started my secondary school in Christ School at Doikiti. So I've been moving around, right? Yeah, so all of that. So you're welcome. And tonight, if there's anyone that is supposed to be here, send that person the link. For those in that group that are your friends, I don't know what they are waiting for. Okay? All right. Go ahead, my friend. You're welcome. Your name, where you are currently, and a few information that you want to pass across to us.
Hello, everybody. Good evening, good afternoon, good morning, depending on where you're connecting from. Um, some of you know me because I know I've spoken in different fora about some of these opportunities. I know some of you know me, and it's a pleasure to meet all of us again on this platform. My name is Eze Michael Chukwebuka. Um, I'm currently based in the United States of America. I work with ARP Laboratories in Salt Lake City. It's a national reference lab in the US, and we have we do all manner of testing. As you can see, I'm at work. I just took some time off to be in this webinar, and that's the opportunity I want to share with all of us. Um, I want to start by thanking my mentor and my leader, Dr. Lotanna Okoye. He said he knew me when I was in secondary school. Actually, our relationship goes way back. I was still in, I think, JS2, JS3. I remember very well when I heard of his program on Lion FM Osaka as far back as then. I went looking for him. I remember our first meeting at GS building at Osaka. We had that meeting, and it was mind blowing actually. And as the young person I was, then I followed him. Then he was almost rounding off school, so we're not mates. Is he's way way older than I was, or even I am currently. So he's been somebody I knew way back. So recently we connected back, and he ignited that zeal again. I begin when he was speaking a while ago. I begin to remember how he was coaching me back then, how he was coaching all of us. We were many very youthful teenagers. As at then, we were moving from one secondary school to the other. He was trying to
Yeah.
increase that leadership ability in us as far back as then. So it's a pleasure, and I'm humbled that I'm sharing a platform with him. It's not something I want to take for granted, sir. Sir, I appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you for the opportunity, and I'm ever grateful to you. Um,
Thank you.
back,
Thank you.
uh, so back to the main reason why we are here. Maybe I will give you a little of my story. Not, I'm not saying it just maybe to make you happy or something. I want to share it because the power of information. I can see in live chats one of you saying I've not done internship and all of that. Let me tell you, I left school 2014, and it took me 4 years plus, almost 5 years before I could get internship. Now, in between when I was looking for internship, that was when I first heard of this opportunity. And when I went to Lagos in search of job, even without doing internship, I was determined to start doing something, even when I have not done the internship. So I got the opportunity, the information I needed from an agent. By that time, nobody knows about the exam, nobody knows about this, but I was determined to know more. So I took the agent's number, I talked to him. It was so promising. He promised me heaven and earth. Because I was finding it difficult to get internship, I was like, let me just leave Nigeria. So I didn't even understand what all of this was all about, but I was just determined to leave Nigeria. That was in 2017, in the middle of not finding anything doing without internship. So the agent did what he did. I wrote my first exam as a 2017, but he directed me wrongly. He gave me the wrong information because he had half knowledge. Instead of writing a general exam that comprises all of the MLS components of the microbiology, the hematology, and everything, he directed me to write only on chemistry. And so when I passed, and when it was time to move ahead with it, I was told that what I wrote is not acceptable, that it doesn't make me a medical lab scientist by writing only chemistry aspect of the exam. And so I was heartbroken. I paid this guy heavily. Nobody, somebody who has not gotten internship. As far back as that, I paid him. I think if my memory still serves me right, I think I paid him close to 200 or 250,000. I'm not too sure again of the exact amount I paid. So, and when I confronted the guy, he said so many things. By then I was already back to my base in the east. So I was heartbroken. I had to move on with my life. So the opportunity came again. I later heard of this whole thing again in 2021. In 2021. So when I heard of the opportunity, I applied to this company I'm working with currently, telling them, look at what I have, look at I have this certification and all of that. They were able to give me a job. They were able to give me a job, even with that chemistry I wrote back then. They were able to give me a job. But during the process of trying to, there are so many processes involved in this. Another body again said I needed to have LCP that is all encompassing. So I had to go back and write the exam again. That is the second time that I had to write it, and I passed again. And I was able to, after the whole processes, I was able to come here February this year. And to the glory of God, I can now probably say I studied MLS in school because in Nigeria it was really rough. It was really rough for me. Couldn't find job, couldn't do this, couldn't do that. So there was a lot that was just holding me down. But to the glory of God, that is opportunity meeting preparedness. Because if I hadn't even made any attempt at all, when the second opportunity came, I wouldn't have even cashed in on the opportunity again. So that is, I just want to give you a brief story of this so that you know what this is, what I, my own personal experience, what I passed through. so that you know. I know that it's about your personal decision. You're not doing it for anybody. You're not doing it maybe I'm just happy that I'm now having a platform to talk to fellow colleagues. I know I have some seniors, some juniors, some mates, on this platform. So it's just to give a guide of what is all of this is all about. Then you decide for yourself if it's something you want to go on with or something shouldn't go on with. So by way of doing that, I will just briefly talk about what the whole of this is all about. I know many of you here may have heard about ASCP. ASCP, that's the name of the exam, and it is an exam that you write when you want to practice as a qualified medical lab scientist in the US. That certification is also acceptable in Dubai. People use it in Dubai to work too. So, and I want to take us through, maybe just briefly describe it, then we can now talk later on a high, or maybe when we have ascertained our commitments. Now, um, I want to tell you that before I start all of this, I want to tell you that is about this is about do it yourself approach. It is a do it yourself approach. When I mean do it yourself, when I give you a guide of what needed to be done, then you take it off from there. Nobody is going to spoon feed us with information that we need. We are going to give you the information you need, but it's not going to be a spoon feeding something. Somebody is asking me what's the meaning of ANCP. I said ASCP, American Society of Clinical Pathology. I didn't say AN. ASCP, American Society of Clinical Pathology. That's the exam body that organizes the exam. So so back to what I was saying. So it's a do it yourself. I'm going to give you a guide. I'm going to guide you on what it takes to pass the exam, on what it takes to have the other things you need to have in the whole process. So it's going to be I'm going to give you a guide so that I'll just be giving you information that you need, then you go sort it out yourself. The remaining of, of it. Then I also want to say that I am not an agent. I'm not an agent. I am not affiliated to any agency that gives job, and I don't give jobs. I don't give jobs, but I can give recommendation. I can tell you what you need to do when you're searching for job, so that people are still getting jobs. Just like our director was saying, so many people will be like, "What if I do this and I don't get job? What if you do it and you get job?" So, like I was trying to tell you my story, the first attempt was 2017, and in 2023 was when that dream finally came true. So, the whole essence of this is to make the whole process a lot easier for you, because some people lack information on what to do. Some people lack information on how do I go about it? How do I go about it? So, that is what this platform is all about. Then, that said, um, for you to start on this journey, for you to start on this journey, you will need you will need a dollar card, because 80% of what you're going to be paying is in dollars. So you need to go to your bank and secure a dollar card so you don't keep begging people, help me pay, help me. No. If you're doing that, you're not going to keep up with the pace. So you need to go to any bank. Most banks in Nigeria have dollar cards. You need to get it and have your own, so that anytime a payment is required, you load the card yourself and make the payment online. In USA, of course, internationally, Visa or MasterCard are always acceptable means of payment. So you need to have your own down so that you don't keep begging, oh, help me do this, help me do. I talk to some people, and in the long run, they start telling me to help them to pay and all of that. And some of them will be asking me to give them exchange rate at a very lower rate and all, as if so. To avoid all of those, please help me. Get your own dollar card and keep it by the side, so that whatever you want to do, you pay from your card. Then, please, if you are in for this, be ready to commit at least 2 to 3 hours of study every day for the next 2 to 3 months that you are in for the maybe preparing for the exam or something. Because if you don't read like that, there is a lot to be covered. You're going to read a whole lot. Yeah, it comprises everything you know in MLS minus histopathology. Aside histopathology, every other thing is included. You might see even the elementary physiology that you did, elementary biochemistry that you did, element of anatomy that you did in your college clinical classes and all of that. So this exam test is your understanding of concepts. There is nothing that you will see. There is nothing that you will see that will be as in that will be that you've not heard of. There is nothing, I assure you. But it is your understanding of concepts. That's what the exam is testing you on. So that is it. So you'll be ready to commit 2 to 3 hours of study. I know most of us may have left school. Some may have left school up to 10 years. Some may have not been. Some may have even forgotten about MLS, because I know so many of our colleagues are frustrated with the practice. So many people they will just leave whatever the study they did in the university and focus on an entirely new thing. So this is an all-encompassing platform now you can use to revive your dream again. That you can use to revive your dream again. Because I too, at a point, I consider quitting MLS. I consider quitting. When during those time I was looking for internship, I nearly left. But for the mercy of God, maybe God just knowing that there is still light at the end of the tunnel, I had to continue. So it's something that, but I can assure you that if you can devote 2 to 3 hours of study every day for the next 2 to 3 months, you are going to do well and pass the exam and pass very well. Then, by the time you commit to this, then I'm going to be giving you weekly updates. I'm going to be giving you weekly updates. Maybe when I'm off duty, I can just come and have a platform like this where we talk about, okay, this is your challenges, these are the books you read and all of that. There are a lot of, I can just, like I just said, it's a guide. It's a guide. It's a guide. So that is it. And that is what I will have to say about this. Then let me now come to issue of jobs. Now, the aftermath of COVID, the aftermath of COVID is strained a lot of US the laboratory system got strained. A lot of persons died. A lot of people left the lab because of the trends involved. A lot of people retired. Their population are getting old and all of that. And so they resorted to hiring international candidates. Now it's because maybe some of us down Nigeria, maybe it's just lack of information. Where I currently work, where I currently work, ARUP laboratories, they have about 7,000 lab scientists employed. 30% of those 7,000 are from Philippines. 30%. There's no we have all manner of sections here. There's no section that you go to this place, you will see at least 2, 3 Filipinos. Why is it so? Because they have the information. Many of them, this is just a normal route they take. This is a normal route they take. Once they are done with school, they write the ASCP exam and all of that. And before you know it, the person is already in one lab or the other in the United States. So that this it got so the system they employ a lot of the international candidates, because one, there are people most Americans don't really study MLS. They don't study MLS, they go into tech, they go into ICT and all of that. So that's where they feel they have more money and all of that. But of course, for us Nigerians, what they say is not rewarding. It's very, very rewarding to us. It's very, very
Mm.
rewarding. us. And let me also tell you that this is one of the easiest way you can come to United States as a healthcare professional, as a lab scientist, because the chances of denying you visa is almost zero. Is almost zero because your employer would have filed for visa for you with the UCIS from the United States, and all they need to do is just forward your information to the embassy. The embassy just need to confirm that you have all your credentials, your certificates, everything is okay. They will just stamp it and you go. So it is one of the easiest way because I know many of us here may have tried US visa and they may have denied it because US they deny even student visa. Even when you have got, I have a classmate that got a scholarship in Atlanta, Georgia, and for one reason or the other, he went to the embassy, and the embassy just said they can't, they can't take, they can't give you visa, and the school has nothing to do. They can't do anything. But in this case, I've never seen anybody that went through this route that was denied visa because you're coming in as a professional, so you are going to contribute more to the U.S. economy. So they don't have a reason to deny you visa. So and they also give family visa. They give it if you're married. They will give everybody because they wouldn't want to because it's not like you are coming on a visit. They know you're coming to work and you need the companionship of your children, your wife, or whoever that's
So
going.
what you mean is that a full family can just move with that
Yes,
visa.
yes. A full family
Wow,
can
wow,
move.
wow.
A full family can move, and they will give you. They will give you. They don't have a reason to deny you. So that said, I don't know if I'm forgetting any other thing, but this is just I'm just giving you a brief over. And again, this also they don't give us green card. That's EB2, EB3 on coming. But when you come, your employer will file for this thing for you, depending on what you are able to negotiate with employers. So in the case of my own employer, my agreement with them is that after 1 year of working with them, they start the process of giving me green card. They start the process of giving me green card. And once I get my green card, I can decide to leave them. I can decide to leave them. And there are so many opportunities. There are so many opportunities in the US here. There are so many, especially in states like California, New York, Florida. These are gold mines for scientists. And many of us don't take it because maybe the information is what we lack. So that is what this platform has come to do. We'll give you a guide. We'll guide you to the process of writing, the process of getting everything. When it gets to the process of getting job, I can give you one or two tips, but you make sure you package your CV very well and be, just checking on the sites where you can get jobs. But if you don't have these certifications, if you don't have the all the required documents, none of the employers will look at you because they know they can't even file for visa for you if you get it, if they give you job.
Okay,
So it's a matter of
okay.
getting prepared for the employers and taking up the opportunity as when it comes. Thank you.
All right. Thank you very much. Somebody was asking the issue of IELTS.
Yeah.
Now, yeah. So, what's all about that? Are they supposed to have IELTS, and what score are they supposed to have?
Okay. For IELTS, you don't need IELTS to write the ASCP, but you need IELTS to sit for. I mean, not yeah, for the process of visa screen. That's why I said when we get to the nitty gritty, I will explain some of this. But you need IELTS for visa screen, and the IELTS you need is academic, not general, and you must score an overall score of 6.5, irrespective of what you score. But the overall score must be up to 6.5. But must be seven. Speaking must be seven. So the implication is that you can score five in writing, maybe eight in this and all. But once they can average at 6.5 and your speaking is up to seven, then you are good to go. That is what is required.
Okay. Um, Gentlemen, part of what I would say, even as we begin to wind up, is that the next phase of this package is for those that are serious about movement. Remember, I told you I work with an organization that deals with what they call it now nurses and caregivers. On that platform, we don't just talk. When I advertise, I write it only for serious people. There are stages in this because I know some of you are like, okay, I'll go and do it myself. Listen, that's why you have been doing it and be doing it. You need someone that has gone through this, that is there to guide you stage by stage. And that is why I brought him on board to help you out. I want to be sure that in less than 6, 7, 8 months down, 1 year down the line, that your dream is fulfilled. And you can look at us and say, wow, thank God I attended that session. So there is a lot of stages around here. You have both the issue of script evaluation, right? You have the issue of preparation. You have the issue of exam. We're going to be helping with materials that you can go through for your exam and show you where to study, what you should expect. So this is not just what you just say, wow, let me just go, let me just do. You need to calm down, follow protocol. And I can tell you, if I give you a word, I mean what I'm saying. If you are serious, we are very serious. If you are not serious, there is no need. Like he said, you will need to read. When we call for sessions like this, you will need to keep to time so that we can do this and do it properly. And we're going to be having this opportunity in batches. Those are being batch A, and we also give room for another second batch, right? We also have the issue of visa screen process, and the organizations that do all of this will need to get you connected, and you need to make your payment direct, just like he said. Issue of job search, where you can get jobs, how you can do. We're going to guide you stage by stage, about 4 different or 5 different stages. Okay. Then quickly, I want to say something about the totality of the amount you may likely spend. The totality of the amount you may likely spend, you know. So what did you say last time? Is between 1 million to what in the registration, in the every process.
Because of the exchange rate that keeps fluctuating, I would say
Mhm.
from start to finish, just maybe between 1.2 to 1.5 million. It could be less, it could be more, but just that's a range because a lot has changed since I did mine. So the exchange rate has changed too. And please let me also address one or two. I'm seeing some questions popping up. Some are asking about West evaluation. Yes, you must do West evaluation of your this thing to be able to write the exam. But you don't need IELTS to write the exam. And I'm also seeing somebody who's saying he hasn't done internship. Internship that you will follow that you can also use to write the exam. But please, before you complete you must have done internship because your Nigerian license is needed. Your Nigerian license is needed. So, like I told you, I wrote the first ASCP when I was still searching for internship. So it's possible to write it when you have, but before you finally move, you must have done internship because internship is required for the next phase.
Okay. Okay. So that's fine. We will leave those information at that level, right? Now, the package we have for you, we are going to spend that time to attend to you, give you materials, see you through in these 4 stages, right? Even in your preparation stage, you're going to have 8 weeks given to you to prepare. And after the 8 weeks, we're now going to continue. And even when you pass the papers, we're going to continue to show you the things you need to do, you know, to be able to get there. Now, um, from now till 1 week time, that means from now till Saturday, the very people that will sign up for this, right, will be having this package at a very less cost. Those that will come much later, they will be in the batch 2, and they're going to pay the full whatever. For to guide you to put you through, and this is a period of I don't know about 6 to 7 months, as the case may be. I'm even seeing some weeks. You have the document, all the guide process here, right? The stages. It's going to take us a total of how many months to provide for them to write and all of this?
Well, the thing is this: it depends on your how you are able to how the ease with
Your
which you
speed.
pass exams. Yes, it depends on the
Okay.
ease with which you pass exams. But if you are passing
I think we your network.
are you hearing me?
Go ahead. Go
Okay.
ahead.
So if you are passing your exams and doing everything, 7 months is enough. 7 months is enough.
Okay.
But the upper end of it, I'll say 1 year. Just to be on the safe side, I would say 1 year. Uh-huh. So
Okay.
that would be one
So
year
it's a
to the
gradual
max.
journey.
Yes, it's a gradual we don't I won't rush you, but just be ready to put in the work. I will be able to
Okay.
be ready to put in the work and you see yourself going through.
Okay. All right. So that's nice. It's good you know the truth, right? So some of you that want to take off, you have to calm down and go through the process. I do a lot for people that want to go abroad. Most times when you tell them what it takes, they are making noise. You would need to calm down and go through the process. So when you get it, you know you really, really got it. And for me, I want you to get what is sustainable. So from now till Saturday, the complete package for us to guide you and put you through is going to cost you 100,000. 100,000 for us to put you through from now to exam is half payment. That's 50,000. Then from after exam till guidance on how to get the job and all of that is another 50,000. Nevertheless, if you pay yours at a go, you can pay 80, right? Now, remember I said for those that travel under us in MedSav is $8,000. So what you are hearing now is that's not even service charge. I truly want a lot of you to go there, occupy the field. That's why you notice we allow the group to get large. Occupy the field and make sure that you are able to do that. Now, for this first batch, we are going to be attending to 100 people, and it's between now and Saturday. So even as I'm speaking now, once I'm done, you go to the platform, you're going to see the account details there. Once you make your payment, we'll move you to a different group. That group where you find yourself as a general information group. Once you make your payments from now till Saturday, you are supposed to pay 40,000. 40,000. If you are paying full pack, it's 80,000. But after Saturday, you have to now pay 50. Your remaining balance of 50 after the exam. So from now till exam is half pack. After the exam till guidance till you move is another 50. But if you want to make the payment once, you are making 80 from now till Saturday. Anything beyond Saturday, then is 100,000. That means it's 50 and 50. But if you are paying now till Saturday, you can pay half, then that means you are doing 40, right? You are talking about recommended material, it will be provided on that platform for those that sign up on what I'm discussing now. The other one you find yourself is the general info platform. Once you sign up, we'll move you from that platform to a new one. And it's not what you can use, probably link or whatever to enter. And we're going to be having sessions like this often, to keep, making sure that you get these details. So that's it, and that's what we have for you. And like I said, anybody that cannot pay the price for his journey, for where he's going to, then it's not serious. I don't think 40,000 at this first quarter is a big deal for you, as I'm speaking now, right? Just care certificate for caregiver, as I talk to you, is 250,000 in some places, is 300, is 150. The least you can get is 100,000. And those that are not professionals, they're able to deal with that. We also offer those training. We also package people, caregivers. But you know what? This one we're asking you now, a commitment that can keep this true, so we can be sure we are committed to you, and then you go through the process and get success. So that's all I'm going to say. If you are back on the platform, you're going to see the account number Once you send your payments, then what do? You chat me up personally, and we will join, add you to the group where this will happen. We are going to be back again on Sunday with 100 people that have paid, and we are starting immediately. That's where you have the full gist, all the links you have, and all of that, right? So some of you need to take this serious. A big opportunity for you. Don't miss it. It's not going to be here. I will post the account number on the platform. If you are not in that platform, chat me up personally. We can add you up. After now, another 100 will come on board. So please make sure for you that attended this session tonight, take advantage of this. That exam is important. You have a guidance, you have material, you have areas to study. After the exam, what are you supposed to do? Where do you get your visa? How do you go about it? Where do you search for job? How do you even answer interview questions? Because at the point where interview come, what are you going to do? So a lot of here and there. So that's what I'm going to say for tonight. My name is Dr. Koye. Thank you, my brother, for the time brought out. You are at work, but you still have time to come out to talk to us. You can see we have 188 people out of almost 1,000. When I tell you that people are not serious with their future, I think I'm joking. So when people come crying to me, I need help, I don't look at their faces because you have missed a lot of opportunities. You never took it serious. I've said it, it is decision, action, and results, repercussion. So you've heard the information tonight. Take the right decision, take the right action. You can do a 40,000 within now and Saturday, and you are part of these 100%. If you don't have that now, if you do that from Monday, it will be 50. And if you want to do yours completely, it will be 80,000 now. But if you do 40 now, that means you have to complete the 50 after the exam, right? So it's broken into
So,
two halves. Yeah.
sorry, somebody in the comments is asking if somebody in UK can do that. Yes, exam is written every anywhere, any part of the world. The exam can be written. They have a center almost in every part of the world. At least I'm sure of UK. So if you are in UK, you are interested in moving to United, yours will even be a lot easier because you've had experience that is similar to what is obtainable in US. So yours will even be a lot easier for movement. Thank you.
All right. All right. Thank you. Keeping to our words, I said this is just for 1 hour, and the 1 hour is almost gone. All right. Thank you, Sunday John. Thank you for thanking me. Well, I don't know if I can type the account number here, but I know a lot of you are already on the group, right? A lot of you are already on the group. Okay, let me see if I can pin a message. Is that possible? If you're
I
on the
think
group, just say yes. Let me know. I know a lot of you are already on the group, right?
I think a lot
But if
of you
you're
have been
not on
trying.
the group,
Yeah,
yeah, if you're not on the group, chat me up personally. You'll get
yeah.
the account number.
I think that would be.
Yeah, and near beds talking about material. We have all the materials for you. Make sure you sign up. Make sure you sign up. All right, guys. I truly want to see you succeed. Make sure you pay the price required for this, and you will get your dream well sorted out. You have a brother, you have a sister that is interested in caregiver. You want to go to UK, specifically UK, they do more of caregiver. Get that person to talk to me, and then we can get the person on the MedServe global platform, right? That is a platform for nurses and caregivers. We have more attention now on caregivers. All right? Okay, thank you guys for thanking me. Henrietta, Chisom, Frederick, all of you want to say thank you. All right, thank you very much for your time. I'm so grateful. We look forward to Sunday again when we commence the classes, right, and all the provisions that is required. A detailed explanation from one stage to the other will be given in more detail. Thank you guys, and it's time to say good night.
Thank
All
you.
right,
It's still afternoon from Nigeria. I mean, from here, this side. So
all
have
right.
a lovely day ahead.
Thank you.
All right. Bye bye.